Okay, I was just having a quick scoop through and I found something that you can start work on straight away that's quite easy to fix. Your sub-generals, some are looking great. I'll give you an example. This one, fantastic. All his gear's right. He's got a spiritual beast on. We'll do something separate about them after. It's Baldwin, good general, like him. And most importantly, you've got his gear right. So he's getting that 18% extra debuff. Now remember, your sub-generals is all about debuff. As a T1 trap, you're limited on how big you can make your buffs, but your debuffs have to be spot on for you to be able to be effective at debuffing those higher players. So these things all really help that they're the same. I pointed out to you because he's great, all set, look, all ready to go, and he's getting the 15% because he's set all matches. So that's brilliant. Carry on like that. Never change them until you're ready to change all six in one go. One other thing I did notice on this Baldwin, if I view, oh no, that's the one. If I view this, wow, lovely refines, absolutely beautiful. Absolute waste of time having him on your sub-general. We need to change that piece out, and any others that you've got decent. I didn't go through and find them. That one's pants. That one's pants. But as you come across them, any that you've spent time buffing up, that's got two nice siege ones. So that's a good axe to be on a siege general. So we should remove that and have that saved, ready to go on a siege general, and maybe replace it with him with one that's got no refines, because the refines count for nothing. You just want that debuff there and the debuffs that you get here. The plus, they only count for what's in the sub-city, so absolutely worthless. You just want these debuffs, and that's a good one, but you don't need these refines, and these refines could be used elsewhere. They're not scrap. We can use them, but we might need to swap over which generals they're on, because they're just a waste there. It'd be worth crafting new ones and getting the set right, but without the refines, and keeping them for other generals. I've got a funny feeling that might be a suspicion with a few, but as I said, he's a good. Here you've made the mistake. Look, you've got one that's different, so therefore you're not getting the 15%. Again, there's some refines going on some of the pieces in there. Let's have a look. I think I saw one. It's got it's got one nice siege. That's nothing to worry about. But obviously, some of these have got refines, and as I say, it's worth picking out the ones that have got refines on, worth keeping, and actually working on them on a different general, because they don't need them on here at all. This one's good, except for that piece needs changing out. You're losing that 15%, which is the most important thing about having a set. So here again, look, you've got mix match, so you're missing out. You're not getting the 15%. If they were all that type, you would get 18%, but mix matching them means that you're losing out, and that will put a hole in your defence. You need them debuffs to be good, so these items need to be matched. Only change them when you can change 6 at once to jump from the 15 to the 18 on the debuff. As I say, I noticed a few have got it. Yeah, another one there. Brilliant general, but his gears are wrong, so you're missing out. You're losing another 15%. I think I went through and added it up, and you're about 60 or 75%. All troop attack it is, so it's every troop type that they've got, and an attack of that you're debuffing by 15%. So that's like that's massive. Do the maths. If you put the percentage over the 4 different troops and times it by 4, and then times by how many generals are missing it, it's massive. It really adds up. So that's something that we can fix quite easy, and then make sure that they look pretty. So until we can upgrade these ones to match that, I'd swap them back to them. So you've got them. It's worth crafting them. You don't have to, no refines required, remember, don't bother refining them. They could just be sat on there, that's great. So craft new ones if need be, just to get your 15 back until you're ready to get all 6 done at once. Okay. I can't tell you how important it is. You've done the same on this one, look. So again, there's another one, 15% missing, which could easily be got. This one was good, I think. But I'm going to just suggest this. Baldwin, lovely guy. Absolutely brilliant bloke. Enemy range troops, 30%. Now, that's good. But to get it to go higher than that, you know, you've got to 1 red star him to get it up to 35. And then to get him up to the 45, I think it's around, no, it adds the HP, sorry, not attack, but it will get the reduction in HP. You've got to be up to 3 red stars to get 15% and 35. So basically, he's a nice general, but you need to red star him up. So you've got 3 of him open, and I saw you've got fragments and maybe some tokens for others. I'd like to see one that's maybe 3-starred and maybe another one that's just sat there filling the gap for now. But I did notice at the same time, you've got some good generals. Mark Anthony, for example, straight away he's giving you 35% range troop attack. And with just 1 refined, you're getting extras. So if you can 2 refine him, but much harder general to get hold of. But even at just his 5 normal gold stars, he's giving you that 35%. So as we've just showed you, I think if you look at your Andrew Jackson, he needs to be 3 stars before, or 4 stars before you're getting that. Where with this guy, you can put him straight on and you're getting 35% straight away with just, you know, just putting some gold stars on him there. And job will be a good one. You've got others that are the same. I know it's Flavius, again, hard to get hold of, but he's got Siege. So I said to you, like, I don't know whether you were aware, but you're going to get attacked by range. When you get a bit bigger, they're going to attack you with Siege first. So the reductions you want to make are mainly against Siege and range troop. And you would want to make it that it's attack or HP that you're trying to reduce the best with. But again, straight away, he's better than some of the others you've got up there, even at just the 5 gold stars. So we might need to look to swap him over. I think, is this a ground one? Yeah, this is more reduces enemy troops attack by 10%, but that's all troop attack. So it's not a bad one, but it's not great. And then ground troop's hard to debuff. So later on in the game, he could become a player for you. So I'd leave him sat on the sidelines for now. If you can see any more, get him, collect him. This guy, I'm sure, is ranged again. Yeah, ranged troops by 35%, mounted troops HP by 35%. Lovely general. And straight away, look, first one up gives you another 10, 15. So if you're lucky to ever get him and you can just 1 red star him, he's giving you 45%. And as I just showed with Baldwin, you've got to have him 4 or 5 red stars to be able to be beating that. So he's definitely worth putting on in replace of one of your Baldwins. Just for, you know, for thought, it's something we can look into. Darius, I think he was the ground. Yeah, he's great for ground, but again, probably later in the game. Dude, hang on to him. Might come in useful. Oh, I've just blah 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 blah. Ignore me. Alright, wait. Davius. Oh, he was the last one. But as I say, there's definitely a couple that could be moved. You could maybe lose an Andrew Jackson, or lose a Baldwin, or maybe one of each. And then, you know, you could possibly look to put some red stars on. You see Andrew Jackson, I love him, but you can get 5 red stars on him easy when you get enough blood of Aries together, because his fragments are easy to obtain. But his buffs, look, it reduces enemy range troop attacks by 20%. You've already got them there, sat doing nothing to do 35. And then to get any more range troop debuffs, you're looking, oh, he's got to be, oh, where's he got to be? Oh, 4 stars, before he gets another 20%. So straight away, you know, to get him to 40%, where you've already got some sat there that with no stars are 35%, you'd have to 4-star Andrew Jackson to get the buff you want. 5-star, you'd get 60. I think if I worked it out, you'd probably need to 2 red star the other general to be getting that, where you've got a 5 red star him. But Andrew Jackson's easy to get hold of, so I'd definitely keep 1, maybe 2 of him active, because they're ones that later in the game, when you've got spare blood, you will be able to upgrade and will give you a bit of buff. So, right, I think that just about covers. We need to change the gears on some, look at how we can go about upgrading them, make that a bit of a priority. Yeah, so that will cover your sub-generals. We'll do something different about the beasts, because again, they're seals, and the different things that they can give work against your debuff. When you do them, you just want to focus on what you can get out of them debuff, and you're looking at where you can debuff ranged and how you can debuff that siege again, and then pick which general you're going to put them on to give that extra boost to, so that sub-city can be giving you the maximum debuff that you can possibly get out of it with what you got. But we've definitely got room for improvement here. There's definitely things we can do that won't cost nothing, not take that much time. Try and get that gear sorted out, and we'll be well on the way. Catch you later.